Hello, good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, 35 students joined. I'll wait for two more minutes. Okay, we'll continue the class. What are the things, the topics we discussed in the last class? Can anyone recollect it? Hello.
Ma'am, basic
Yes, ma'am.
Hello World program.
Okay. Then,
Identifiers, ma'am.
we discussed about
Keyword,
identifiers, keywords. Very good.
variables, comments,
Variable.
numerical,
Literals.
literal,
Literals.
Yeah, in the literals, I discussed about numeric,
numerical and
numeric literals and
string literals.
string letters. Then,
Control characters, ma'am.
okay.
That's all, ma'am.
That's all. Okay, now randomly I'll ask some, I'll pick some student and I'll ask the question. Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar. Can you hear me? What happened, Nitish Kumar?
Ma'am, he is not in the meeting, I think, ma'am.
Not in the meeting. Yeah. I saw his name. Now he's not. Okay. Nitin. Nitin.
Yes, ma'am.
So we discussed about the control character, no? So tell me which control character we discussed. Guys, are you taking notes?
Yes,
during
ma'am.
during class, are you taking running notes?
No, ma'am.
No, please take. Nitin, can you remember?
New line, ma'am.
Yeah. What is that? Okay, new line. Very good. The syntax, characters for
Uh,
new line.
Slash and n.
N. Okay, very good. Slash n, that is for control character. So what the slash n will do? It creates a new line, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So normally we'll use slash n only for the print statement. When we are giving slash n inside the print statement, automatically the cursor will come down to the new line. Very good. Praveen,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. What are the numeric literals we discussed? Numeric literal means what? Numeric literal means it's a numeric constant, isn't it? Literal means I told it's constant, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What are the types of numeric constants we discussed?
Numbers.
Yes. Numbers means what type of numbers?
1, 2.
The 1, 2, these are all called?
Numerical.
Okay. 1, 2 is called as a numerical constant. Very good.
0
1
to
point,
9.
okay. 0 to 9. Okay. It's a numeric constant. If
And the
I'm giving 1.9,
floating point or something.
floating point value, right? A numeric constant having two types. One is called as integer constant, another one is
Floating.
floating. Floating means it will have decimal places. Integer, there won't be any decimal places. Apart from this floating as well as integer, some other numbers also will use in Python, and that I will discuss in the next coming slides. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good, Praveen. Lakshya. Lakshya. Can you hear me, Lakshya? Siddharth. Many Siddharth is there, right? Siddharth B.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Siddharth. Oh, right. Very good. What is called a string constant?
String constant, like which has a fixed value. Like,
Okay. String means what? Which
like
one is called? Say
collection
one.
characters.
Yes. Say one example for string.
String,
Collection of characters you told. Tell me one example.
any word like
Mm.
int float. That.
No. First you told string means, normally string means what?
Collection of characters, ma'am.
A set of characters. Okay. Tell me one word for string.
Hat.
Hat. Okay, very good. It's a hat. Consists of set of. Is it a string
Any
constant?
word, ma'am. Yeah.
Is it a string constant? Hat is a string constant.
Yes, ma'am.
Why you're telling us? Because hat is hat only. No one cannot
Yes,
able to change the
change that.
meaning of that, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
It is fixed. Hat
Yes.
means the spell. What is the spelling of hat?
HAT.
Okay. Can I add any other character along with the HAT?
But the meaning will change, ma'am. No.
So that is called as a string constant. String constant means the value. So fixed. The meaning is fixed. The best example is name. Your name and my name. Right?
Yes.
It's the best example for the string constant. Okay, how to represent the string constant in Python?
By using data types.
No. Data type. No, there is no data type in the Python. We don't need to declare any data type in Python. So how I'll represent, see, print statement. I want to print a hat. How I'll use in Python?
We actually write that print statement and open the braces and use quotations and put that in close quotations.
Very good. What are the types of quotations we can able to use for string constant?
Ma'am, single and double.
Okay, very good. What is the difference between single and double?
For example, if there's a apostrophe like in the last, suppose like plural sentence,
Apostrophe is coming in the middle, then we have to use
the double.
double quotes, otherwise single quotes. So both meaning is same. Very good, ma. And what else we discussed in the last class?
Ma'am, printing statements and difference between like printing the statement to the next line, like slash and backslash.
Okay. Okay, Siddharth. Sujapriya. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Which symbol will use? Which character will use for giving comment statement?
Ma'am?
Correct.
Yes, ma'am. Can't hear you, ma'am.
Comment for
Ma'am, your
making
voice
comment
is
statement
echoing.
in the Python program. Which character will use?
Ma'am?
Not audible.
1 minute. ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now tell me.
For writing the comment statement in Python, which character will use? Comment statement, comment. Comment statement means what?
Hashtag, ma'am.
Okay, what is the meaning of that?
Non-executable code, ma'am.
Yes. So if the interpreter identifies the comment statement, then automatically it skips. That means comment statement, it's not executed by the interpreter. It's only for our understanding purpose. Very good, Sujapriya. Okay, guys, very good. Performance is very good. So every class I'll recollect in this way. Please, I want. It's not like I'm not making any fear about that course or whatever it is. Just because of your, by giving the answer, others can able to understand, right? So for other students also, I'm telling that when I'm asking, so without hesitation, you have to tell the answer. If it is wrong, also no problem. I'll correct it. Okay. Any doubt in the last class?
Ma'am, one doubt.
Tell me.
Ma'am, you said that once we declare a string, ma'am, we can't add any other character.
And other character means?
If I'm declaring a string s is equal to hello.
Okay.
I can add, I can append a in the end of the string, no, ma'am.
How will append a?
That's every programming language allows it, ma'am. At the end of the string, we can add more characters, especially in Python.
So string operators, ma'am. String operators.
No. Wait. You already studied Python,
Yes, ma'am. We got it in 12th standard.
Python.
Yes, ma'am.
Append statement, how will you append it?
Normally, ma'am. Normal how like s plus equal to we can add a.
Yes. Plus is a concatenation. I didn't discuss this. So still we this is the beginning class. We can add, right? We can add by using some of the concatenation operation, string operation, right?
Okay.
So at the time of string chapter, I'll explain this. Okay. Any other doubt, ma?
No,
So
ma'am.
I'll continue.
Yes, ma'am.
I think I stopped up to this. PPT is visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. Actually, normally in other programming languages, there are 2 to 3 data types will be available, like integer, float, string. Whereas in Python, many features are available, and these are all the unique data types only available in Python. What are the data types we can use it in Python? Boolean values, Boolean, none, numbers, strings, tuples, list, set, even dictionary also is there. It's not added here, right? These are all the data types we can use it in the Python. Actually, this Boolean, none, numbers means like integers, strings, integer or floating point, whatever it is. The tuple, list, set, dictionary, these are all new unique data types are only available in the Python. That's why Python is having more features I used to tell. Okay. And like other, if I think those who studied C programming language, you might know that if you want to use any variable inside the program, there are a lot of formalities. We have to declare the data type. Afterwards, we have to give that size, and many things are there. But in Python, anytime you can use any variable without making a declaration. That is a big advantage in the Python. So that means what? In the middle of the program, I want to introduce one variable C as integer. Yes, Python it will accept. Okay, at the end of the program, I'm assigning my total value equal to 100. Python accepts. So it won't expect that formal declaration of data type and all the things. So it's more flexi language. We don't need to introduce any variable along with the data type in Python, right? Uh, so we'll discuss these things one by one. Boolean value. What is called as a Boolean value? Actually, Boolean, I think many of them knows about this. Boolean means Boolean having two values, that is true or false. Okay. I think I think you know what is called true or false. This way, like current flow or not flow.
Yes,
That is the main thing. That
yes,
is we used to call as a
yes,
Boolean,
ma'am.
1 or 0, or we used to call as a true or false. So Boolean value will be accepted in Python. So there is one function is called as bool function. So bool function, if you are giving any value, bool function tells that whether it is true or false. And in Python, the true will be given true and false. So first letter will be capital T and false first letter will be false. So some example I have given here. Print bool of true. If you are giving like that, it will give true because the bool function checking what is the value inside. If you given true, then it will give false. Suppose you given false, it will give false. Bool of text. So within the parentheses, it checks if any value is there. So it's a string constant, right? It gives true. Here, why in the single quotes I didn't given anything? Why it is giving false here?
Ma'am, because there's no character to return.
There is
There is
Null
nothing.
character, ma'am.
no character. That means within double quotes, I didn't given any space. That is, if I'm giving double quotes without space, it means that none. So none is considered as a false. That's why it's returning false. Here it is returning true. Why it is returning true?
Ma'am, because space is
Space,
read as a
space.
character.
Yeah. In between single quotes, space is there. That's why it's true. Zero means always it is false. If you are giving bool of, so please understand very clearly. In any programming language, 0 means false. Non-zero value is considered as a true. Not only 1. Even if you are giving 2 also true, 100 also true, 1000 also true. Right? So non-zero, see in this statement you see, print bool of 3, we will get true because non-zero value. If you are giving bool of 0, you will get false. Bool of none, false. Okay. Are you clear, guys? Have you opened the Python?
Yes, ma'am.
Python that script mode, not
IDE,
script mode,
IDE.
the shell mode you open. Give any one print statement in the shell prompt itself, you will get the result. You check it. Please open your Python IDE. In the shell prompt, just give any one print statement and check it whether the corresponding
ma'am.
value you are
Like
getting
that.
or not. Everyone,
Yes, ma'am.
any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So I'll give one sample. Wait. So here in the shell prompt, I'm giving single quote space, single quotes I'm giving. So by giving this, I'm getting a true value because in between the single quotes, I have given the space. So it's true. And the print statement I'm giving space, I'm giving double quotes. Get false, right? I'm giving another statement. True. I think you understand about this Boolean values. So Boolean operation is allowed in the Python. Have everyone checked?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So none means what? None means non-existence. That is called as a none. This none operation, none means empty or non-existent. On all programming language, we can use this data type that is called none. Okay, now next one. We already discussed about numeric literals, right? Numeric literal means I told that only two types, that is integer constant, integer literal, and a floating point value, that is real literal, that is we can call as integer constant or a floating point constant. Apart from these two, Python is accepting many type of number system. That means we can use integers. In integers also there are three varieties are there. Normally integer means we will think about the decimal numbers only, 0 to 9. But Python accepts binary value, octal value, hexa value. It accepts decimal as well as it will accept binary, octal, hexa. Floating point numbers, already I told that real number is called as a floating point value. On the side I'll write. Floating point means, say for example 1.01, it's called as a floating point number. Integer means 9, it's called as an integer number. And also Python accepts Python accepts a complex number as well as fractional numbers. So first we will see that in integer what are the varieties are there. Already I told, no, Python accepts a decimal integer, binary value, octal value, and hexa value, right? First we will check it what is integer. Integer means like the numbers in between 0 to 9 without having fraction, that we used to call as an integer. Okay, so that we used to call as a decimal integer. 1, 2, 9, 99, 110. These are all the things are called as a decimal integer. So what is called as a binary literal or binary constant? Binary means what, ma? What are the values for binary?
0 or 1. Zeros and 1.
It consists of
0
only two
and 1.
digits. It consists of only 2 digits. In Python, we can use the binary value. How can I identify? So 10, is it a binary value or decimal value?
Decimal.
1
Decimal.
0, 1 0. 10 means you are telling decimal value. 1 0 means?
I'm looking at the base value, we can find out.
Okay, but base value we cannot able to give it in the computer. Normally by writing we can give the base value. So to differentiate that, what Python is giving on, if you want to represent the binary value, then you have to give 0b. If the number starts with a 0b, then that number is called as a binary number. See 0B1 means here which one is a binary number? 1 is a binary number. Here 0B starts with 0B. Which binary number here we are representing? 1 0 0 0 0. 4 zeros. This is a binary number. How we are representing 0B? 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Can you able to follow?
Yes, ma'am.
So binary number means it consists of only zeros and ones. To represent the binary number, we have to put a 0B in the starting of the number. Next one is octal number. What is called octal number? Anybody studied about this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Tell me.
ma'am. With the base 8.
That means the
It'll have
numbers are
number till 7 only, ma'am. Not
0
up
to
to
7
7.
only we can use.
0 to 7. A number, combination of number from 0 to 7. That number is called as a octal number. Say for example, I'll give one example for octal number. Here it is given 377. I'm telling it's octal number. 20 octal number. 1 also octal number because it is in between 0 to 7. How can I identify that it is a octal number? If the number is starts with 0, number starts with a 0, it's called as a octal number. Similarly, hexadecimal. Hexadecimal means what? Base of 16, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
how to represent the hexadecimal? Because in the digits we are having 0 to 9 only. Hexadecimal means I am telling 16. 0 to 9 means how many numbers covered? 10 numbers, no?
Yes, ma'am.
10. Remaining
Yes, ma'am.
10 to 15, how I'll represent? Say
Hexadecimal.
I want to represent
ABC.
Alphabets.
alphabets
ABC.
A to F. So that means 0 to 9 I can use the number. If it is 10, I have to use A. Right? See, 8A. So I am telling it is a hexadecimal number. That means what is the value here? 8A means 8, 10. It's a hexadecimal number. How to represent the hexadecimal number? To the base of 16.
16.
Normally we'll represent base of 16. But in computer, how can I will give it the base of 16? So for that I am using 0x. 0x means we have to understand that it's a hexadecimal number. Right. 0O means octal number. 0B means binary number. So in the hexadecimal number, 0 to 9, we can use the digits. From 10 to 15, we have to use the alphabet A to F. Okay. So tell me that what is the number of this? 0xFF means what? 0x represents what? Guys, 0x means
Hexadecimal.
hexadecimal. FF means
15, 15.
15. 15.
15, 15. Is it correct or not? 15, 15. So 0x
Yes,
10
ma'am.
means actually it is 1 0 only. It's not a 10. 10 means we have to use A. And so actually it's a hexadecimal 10, but in computer term we cannot able to use 10. We have to put A, right? So we'll see that, and conversion also is there. Like a normal decimal number, we can convert into octal, hexa, or binary, right? How to convert normal decimal number into binary? Say I'm having a decimal number 8. What is the binary value of 8? What is the binary value of 8?
1000, ma'am.
1000. Is it correct? How to get this?
0,
We
0,
can
1.
write the
Yeah.
table, ma'am, that 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3.
Ma'am, 2, 4, 8.
What is the division name? Divide 8 by 2. What is the
2.
quotient you will get? 4. Is it?
4.
Remainder 0, right? Again, if you divide 4 by 2, what is the quotient? 2, right?
2.
Remainder 0.
0.
Again, if we divide this 2 by 2, what is the
1.
quotient?
We'll get 1.
1.
Remainder
0.
0. How to write this binary value? How to go in this way?
1 0 0.
So you have to write the binary value in this way. Arrow, it is arrow. Okay, 1 0 0 0. It's a binary value. Binary value means how we'll write? Base of 2. So 8, the equivalent binary value is this one. This is base of
0.
this is base of 10. Can you understand?
Yes,
Clear?
ma'am.
So normally manually we can calculate this. How to represent this? Say for example, if I'm giving 0 b of 1 0 so what is this number represents? 0 b 1 0 1 0 0 0. It is a 0 b means what?
Binary.
Binary.
So binary value of
Binary.
1 0 0 0. Its equivalent decimal number is 8. Can you able to follow? So any decimal number we can convert into binary value. What is the division name? This division name?
Binary
Yeah.
division.
L division, huh? I think you studied in mathematics in the smaller class,
Prime
right?
factorization.
Prime factorization is different. So we have to divide and we have to put a quotient here and remainder we have to write it in the side. And if you're if you're writing the number from top to bottom, then it is the equivalent number. Similarly, we can do it for octal as well as hexa, right? Say
Yes,
for
ma'am.
example, I'll consider one number here. Is it an octal number? Is it an octal number?
No, ma'am.
Oh, wow, why?
Okay. Ma'am.
Octal number means in between 0 to 7. Yes, here the digits are in between 0 to 7. So I want to convert, sorry, first I'm taking it is a decimal number. I want to convert it into octal number. 672 I consider as a decimal number. I want to convert it into octal, right? So I am dividing by 8. So 67 means how many times it go? 8 8s are
64, ma'am. 8 8.
64.
More.
Remaining 32. 4 times, right?
4. Yes, ma'am.
Remainder is 0. Again
10, sir.
1 0, right?
Yes. Remainder
And
4.
remainder is
4. 4.
4.
8 1s are.
2 2
Remainder
4 0.
2.
So what is
1 to
the
1 to 4, sir.
1 2 4 0.
1 2 4? So this is the equivalent binary value. Sorry, octal value of 6 7.
2.
I don't know whether the last 0 will come or not. We'll check it. Huh?
Okay.
Similarly, we can do it for the hexa one. So any number, any decimal number, we can convert into the corresponding binary or octal or hexa. Now manually we have calculated. No, in Python we no need to worry about that. It will automatically calculate. See, OCT is an octal function. If you are giving a number, it converts into octal. Similarly, hex is a hexadecimal function. It converts into hexadecimal. And bin is a binary function, it converts into binary. Clear? So we'll check this example in the Python. Here 8 is a decimal number, right? I convert it into binary. If I want to, in the Python, how to write the function to get this 1000 for 8?
Bin of
Bin of 8.
bin of 8 now. Bin of bracket.
Bin of 8. So 8 is a decimal number. I want to convert into binary. So what I got? OB of 1000. Clear? This is the one we have calculated here, no? Equivalent to 8 binary values 1000. Similarly, we have did for hexadecimal, right? Sorry, octal. So OCT of which number we have taken? 672.
Yes, ma'am.
672.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, octal number 1240. This 0 also we have to add that last. So the equivalent octal value of 672 is 1240. So in Python, we are having a function directly to convert into the corresponding numbers. So by using this built-in function directly, we can convert into other type of integer values. So integer literal, it's again is having a 3 different type. What are the 3 type of integer literal? Binary, octal, hexa. Binary number identified by starting with 0B. Octal number 0O. Hexa
0
0, 8.
Yeah, I think
0x.
you're clear. So for any number, we can convert into corresponding binary hexa. One. No need to give the number. If I want to assign it as a x also, I can do it. See this? I am giving x equal to 1 to a big number I am giving. Okay, what is my x value? 2, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want to convert this into binary, bin of x. So it will give the equivalent binary value. If I want to convert into oct of x, the equivalent octal value of given this x. And similarly, I can calculate hexa. This is the equivalent hexadecimal value. And another thing is, which is called as a fractional number, a floating point number. Okay, in floating point number, another variety is called as a fractional number. A floating point number means a number followed by the decimal points that we used to call as a floating point number, right? So in the floating point number, there are some see sometimes we can give a very small number or very large number. Very small number means what? 1.9 digits or 12 digits that we used to call as a very, or not 1 point, 0.12 digits if you are giving, then it is a small number or a big number. Understand what I'm telling?
Small number only, ma'am.
Yes. See, 0 point.
Precision will be more.
0.237984 5, 6 like that. 12 digits I'm using after the decimal point, precision I'm giving. It's very small number. So normally in the mathematics, if it is very small or very large means what? See, 2, 3, 7, 8, 5. 0, 4, is it a big number or not? Like a 12 digit number, big number I'm giving. I cannot able to count this, what is the value of this number, that much big number it is. It is going above million, trillion like that. So if you want to represent yes, very small number or very big number, we can use the exponent. Exponent means what? We can represent like that. Mandisa e exponent. That means what is the meaning of 1.5 e to the power of 200? That means one, if it is a very small number, I can give like integer point, like Mandisa part e to the power of 200. That means to get the original number, I have to multiply to the exponent of 200. So then I'll get the big number. So if the number is too small or it is too large, then we can convert into exponent form. Normally exponent form, how it will be? Mandisa e exponent. That means exponent means e to the power of 200. Imagine that 1.5 into e to the power of 200 by multiplying, you will get a very big number. That is small number. See, if it is a very small or big, we can represent that using a arithmetic exponential form. Exponential form syntax is Mandisa e exponent part. If it is a negative number or if it is a small negative number, positive number, so in the exponent part we can use the sign also. But a small in magnitude we can give in this way, right? 0 like 0 point something 200 digits if I want to write, then I can give e to the power of 300 decimal places it will go. So it's very small number. For that we can use the exponent. Okay, you can and one more thing is actually if you use any other languages like C or C++, there will be a limit for using a numbers. Like C programming language, if it is an integer, it won't allow you to store more than 32,767 the value. But in Python, we don't have any restriction for the size of the integer or a floating point. But if the number is very small, too small or too large, in such cases it will show arithmetic overflow. Otherwise, a big number also it will accept. I'll show that. I want to represent one. X equal to I don't know how many digits I have given. Whether the Python will accept this number, it's accepting. Again, if I'm asking to print, again it is printing this number. These type of feature won't be available in any programming language. How many digits is there in this number X? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 22 digits I have used, right? Python is accepting. I think up to 20 it accepts. If it is crossing some limit, then only it will show arithmetic overflow. Even by its figure, we cannot able to count it. That much big number it is, right? So Python is having many features. Are you clear, ma, what I'm telling? We can
Yes, ma'am.
represent a too big number or too small
Yes,
number
ma'am.
in Python. And you don't need to, I didn't introduce what is X. Simply I given and it remember what is X and it is printing. And another one is in Python, one of the other feature is repeated print. What is meant by repeated print? See, if you are using any string constant, A is a string constant here. Why it is called as a string constant?
Enclosed in quotes.
Yes, it is given in the quotes. If you are using a star symbol along with the string constant, then it is called as a repeated print. I'll show what is this repeated print. What is the meaning of this? Actually, A is a string constant, star of 15. That means 15 times it is printing A. Star means here, normally star means it is meant for multiplication. Whereas in Python, if you are multiplying with a string, normally if I am giving, print 2 star 5, what is the value I'll get? Sir, 2 star 15. What is the value I'll get? 30. If it is a numeric constant, then it will multiply and it will give the value. If you are multiplying with a string constant, that the particular character will be repeated for that many number of times. So that is the use of this star symbol. Can you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If we are using star along with the single character, then it repeats for 15 times. So then you tell me that here, what is the output of this statement? What is slash n?
15 new lines will be there.
Yeah,
Next
slash n is for
New line.
new line character, control character. Okay, I have given slash n into 15. That means 15 times new line will be created. That means cursor will come down 15 times. So that is called as a repeated printer. Okay, and another now next data type is called as a complex number. In mathematics we have studied about the complex number, no, a real number, imaginary number. Same operation we can do it in the Python also. I'll show with the example. I'll go with a very small one. So what is this? A equal to 1 plus 2j. Is it a complex number?
Yes, ma'am.
B equal to 3 plus 2j. It is a complex number. Then what is the result of adding to A and B, ma? How will add?
Ma'am, the real parts will be added
4 plus
separately.
4j.
Real part means 1 and B will be added. That results in 4. And imaginary part is?
2j and 2j, so 4.
2j and 2j.
Okay,
4j.
let will check how the Python is doing. A equal to 1 plus 2j. B equal to what is given there? 3 plus 2j. Wow. So I am telling C equal to A plus B. Print C. What is the expected result?
4
What is the
plus
result?
4j.
Whether we are getting 4 plus 4j?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the Python will do the complex, accept complex number. It will perform the complex number operation also. And what is 1j into 1j?
1, ma'am.
Why 1?
Because j
One,
is
only
square root
1
of
now.
negative.
No, wrong. What is 1? I squared value, ma?
-1, ma'am.
Minus 1.
1.
Either I or j minus 1. 1j into 1j.
-1 plus 0j.
1j squared. What is the value of 1j squared?
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1. Normally the Python, if any, suppose if real part is missing or imaginary part is missing, it will add with a 0 value. Here, imaginary part is missing, so that's why it's adding with -1 plus 0j, right? Next. So what is the value of this? 2 plus 1j into 3. That means 2 it will be taking as it is, 1j into 3. So this 3 will be multiplied with 1j because there is no bracket. So what is 1j into 3?
3j.
3j. So we'll get 2 plus 3j. Next one. 2 plus 1j into 3. What is the answer? Here I have given 2 plus 1j in bracket.
6
So 3
plus
will be
3j.
multiplied with the 2, so 6, and 3 will be multiplied with
6 plus
1j, will
3j.
get 3j.
6
Clear? Any
plus
doubt?
2.
Guys, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Everybody
ma'am.
can able
No,
to
ma'am.
follow the class? Huh? No,
Ye-
What is, no means
Yes,
tell me,
ma'am.
what is the
No
doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
doubt. No doubt.
Ma'am, we are
And
able to follow.
whether you're telling yes or no, I didn't understand. No problem. If
We are
anybody
able
having,
to understand.
those are having doubt, you please ask. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And if I'm giving print a dot real means what? A is my complex number. Sorry, A is my complex number. Real means it prints only real part. Print A dot imaginary means it prints only imaginary part. That I'll work out and show. Here, what is my A? 1 plus 2j. I assign A equal to 1 plus 2j. So here I am giving print A dot real. So that means from the complex number A, I want only the real part. So what is my real part value? Understand?
1.
So A,
One, ma'am.
I'm taking the A complex number. So I want real number 1. And similarly, A dot imag, I'll get 2 imaginary part. Okay, I want to do some operation. I can do it. Print A dot imag plus 3. So already I am having 2j. Now I want to add it with 3. So I'll get 5. So now you print the A. A is a real number, a complex number, no? What is the value you'll get? 1 plus 2j. But temporarily I have added. Imaginary part added with 3. Then we are getting, so what we'll call 5. Okay. This is about a complex number. Next, we'll go to the one that is called input-output statements. How will you give the input-output statement in Python? Okay, it's very, very simple. In Python, input function is the input input statement. Input is a input function which is used to read the value. Okay, print is the output function. These two things only we'll use. And we are giving a variable equal to input. Normally Python will expect the value from the user. Can you understand? I'll show in the C. A equal to input. Input means what? For reading the value, we have to use the input function. Why I'm calling it a function? A word followed by parenthesis, it's called as a function. Normally in any programming languages, how to denote it's a function? Word followed by parenthesis. This is a parenthesis bracket. So it is a function, input function which is used for reading the value. Here, what is the meaning of this? Input means normally it asks from the user to feed the value. This value now it will store it in the variable A. Normally, when we are giving input statement, you have to assign that input function to one variable. Otherwise, the computer cannot able to store the value what you are giving. Right? Through keyboard, I am giving some value. It has to be stored. No, for that, I am assigning that value to A. Can you able to follow? So after entering this statement, the cursor will wait for me to feed the input. So now the cursor is waiting for me to give the value. Now I given the value 5. I entered. Now what is the value of A? What is the value of A here?
5.
5. I
5, ma'am.
have given the
5.
input is 5. No, print the A value. Simply give A. I'll get 5. But how my 5 is printed here?
Within quotes.
Why within quote means
Single
what is the
quotes.
mean? String. So normally
String constant.
input function, it takes the input as a string constant. I don't want a string constant. I want only a numeric number. In such cases, I have to give A equal to input of int, input of int only, I think, right? So now what I'm doing is input function, just it takes the input from the keyboard, and int function what it will do, it converts this string constant into integer. Now again I am pressing enter, it asks the input from me. Int, I think in the program it why it's 0.
Ma'am, you should put the int of input, ma'am, not input of int.
Okay, okay, syntax, okay. Thanks, ma'am, I forgot. So b equal to int of input, right? So here, what is the meaning here? I'm taking the input from the keyboard, that is, I'm using input function, and that value I'm converting into int. That means normally input with it will take a input value as a string constant. Okay. So after getting, so for example, after getting that single quotes 5, the int function it converts into integer. Now you check it. I'm entering. So normally if you are using an input function, it asks the input from the keyboard, right? I'm giving 8. Previously, the same thing I have used input. I given 5 and then it displayed the 5 as a string constant. Whereas now here I'm giving the value as 8. So the input value 8 is taken as a string constant and the integer function is converting into 8. Okay, now I'm printing the b value. I won't get the single quotes because I converted it into integer. So in Python, there are two type of conversion is there. Either we can convert into integer or we can convert into float. Float means already what I told, along with a decimal number, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm giving 4.5, 6 or something. So what is the C value? 4.553. So it's checking the input as it is and converting into float. Suppose if I'm giving an integer value, I declared as a float, but I'm giving integer value, what the computer will do? Say d equal to float of input. But I'm giving the value as 5 only here. I'm not giving any decimal value. It accepts. Why it accepts? It takes the input as 5 as it is, and float means it definitely it should be a real number, no? So it adds with a 0.0. D if you are printing, then you will get 5.0 because you declared it, converted the given input as a float. That's why it's converted into 5.0. Can you able to understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And the print statement, I think already I explained. So that is the only one statement is there for reading the value, that is called as the input statement. And in input statement, we can give some of the message also. But my best advice is don't use the message because in Python, actually for our COCSE 1001, we are using that vPropel software, no, and everything is automated. Okay, and we'll assign some of the test case for each program. Test case means how the input and output will be we will give. If you are giving any extra character in the input or output, then your test case won't match. That's why we won't encourage to use the printable one in the input, but it is allowed. I'll tell the example for this. So what I'm telling means, when you are doing a program in vPropel, don't put any message inside the input. How I have used the same way, use the input. Don't give any message inside. If you are putting any message inside the input, in the vPropel, normally Python it accepts, because you are doing the program, you are going to do the program only in the vPropel. vPropel, the test case won't be matched, right? But it only one sample I'll show. So a equal to int of input. So here I want to give some message. Enter the a value. So whatever the message you are giving inside the input, it takes as it is. It print as it is. It won't show any error. And also it waits for the input. Here previously, if I am giving b equal to input of int means, here where I given int of input. Sorry, int of input. Here it's waiting for me to give the value. I given 8. It took. Now when I'm giving a equal to int of input, enter the value, it's just the cursor won't wait. Instead of that, this message will be printed, and this message will be printed, and also it asks the input value. This is the main difference between previous thing and this one. Just I'll put enter. Here the message is given. What are the message I given inside the input statement? Just it's printed as it is. Now the cursor is blinking. Why it is blinking here? Because I used input statement. It is waiting for my input. So here I given the value 6. Okay. Now what is the value of a? What is the value of a? 6.
6.
Can you identify the difference between this statement and this statement? I didn't given any message. Actually, this, if whatever the thing you are giving inside the quotes, it's nothing but a message. Instead of asking your cursor simply to stand here, sometimes you may not understand that why the cursor is blinking, what type of input value I have to give. So for helping the user, you can give the message in the input statement. If you're giving the message will be printed and it waits for the user input. But my best advice is, don't use any message inside the input statement. Just you give the input statement in this way, int of input. If you want to read the float statement, give float of input. That's all. So print statement, output statement in Python, output statement is nothing but print statement. Any string constant you can give. Hello. Print statement is a output statement in the Python, and the quotes I have told, no single quotes, double quotes I have used. Even we can use the triple quotes. When we'll use the triple quotes, suppose you want to print multiple lines, then you can use a triple quote. So print 1, 2, 3. 3 quotes I have given. I want to print the some paragraph. So now I'm not typing the paragraph. Instead of some, just I'm giving a alone. So my print is a lengthy print statement. I want to print 4 lines. Okay. So 4 lines paragraph, maybe 4 lines, this paragraph I want to print. So single quotes, double quotes, except for printing only a single line statement. So if it is a multiple line, then I have to use a triple quotes, right? See, multiple line is printed. But the same thing, if you are using double quotes or single quotes for printing 4 lines, it will show error. So now what are the quotes are available for using in print statement? What are the quotes we can use in print statement? Single quotes,
Single, double, and
double,
triple.
triple. Triple quotes for what? Triple quotes for what?
If we have
Printing
Paragraphs.
multiple lines, more than
sentences.
1 line, or multiple lines or more than 1 line. This is about the output statement in Python, right? And another thing is, I want to print the value of the variable. How I'll print? Once again, I'll go to the Python. Now, A equal to 10 I assign. I want to print the A value. How I will print? Print A. I didn't given any string constant inside. Just I want to print the A value. So I got the value as 10. Isn't it? Print, if you are giving a variable, the value will be printed as it is. So I can print along with the message also. So like input statement, in print statement also I can use some message as a string constant, right? What are the thing I have given in the double quotes? It will be printed as it is, comma, a variable which variable value I have to print after the comma. If I'm giving, that value will be printed. But again, don't be confused. In input statement, we should not use any variable inside this quotes, because input statement just it's taking the input from the user. It is not going to be print the value of the variable, just message only it is printing. Whereas in the print statement, you can print the value of the variable. To print the value of the variable, what we have to give? So message comma A. So see here, when I am entering that, what I am getting, what are the value which the message what I have given inside the double quotes, it's printed as it is. That is, the value of A is, and after the comma, which variable I have given, that value it will be replaced here. What is the A value assigned here? 10, isn't it? The A value assigned as 10. Now it's printing the value of A as 10, because already A value is 10, no? So giving this message, it's your wish. Either you can give print A, or if you want to print along with the message also, you can give. Okay, ma. Any doubt in the input output statement? I have completed this. What are the things you have discussed?
No.
So for reading the input value, we have to use the function input. Okay, and
Yes,
input means normally it takes the convert the given input value into string constant. If you want to convert into integer, then you have to give int of input. If you want to convert into float, you have to give float of input. That is the thing. So you inside the input statement, can we use the control string constant? Yes, we can use. What are the string constant we are giving inside the input? It will be printed as it is, but my advice is don't use this. And the output statement is nothing but a print statement. Print statement which is used to print the value of the variable, as well as print statement which is used to print the string constant. Now, any doubt? I think maximum thing I have covered to write the program. Again, we'll go to the first program, first problem. Now try how to write the program for this problem. Again, the same problem, Bob problem, chocolate problem we discussed in the last class, no? Here PAC is there. Now, after PAC, writing PAC algorithm, we have to convert into pseudocode. Sorry, into program. Either algorithm, pseudocode, you have to convert into program. Okay, I'll show the PAC. Can you able to write the program for this? Tell me the first statement. First, we need these three input values, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So how to use the syntax in the Python? Input statement. I want n value, c value, and m value. Wait a minute. So normally, if you want to write the program, go to the script mode. See, I want to read the three variable n, c, m. N is what? Amount in hand, right?
Mountain.
And c is price of
Price of
chocolate.
one.
Price of chocolate.
And m is number of Wrappers for free
Wraps for free
chocolate.
chocolate.
Okay, first we will
For
consider
a free
everything as
chocolate.
integer. Okay, we'll consider as an integer. So how I am giving, first is n now. N equal to int of input.
Int of input.
Right. Next is I want the c value. C equal to again int of input. Next m equal to int of. Reading part is over. I read the three values. Input is over. That's all. For processing, what I have to do? First, I have to calculate number of chocolates the boy purchased. How to find out?
N divided by C.
Equal to n
N divided by C.
divided by c. Next, the free chocolate, how I'll calculate?
P divided by M.
Free chocolate, I'll put it as f. F equal to
P divided by
P
M.
divided by M.
okay, f equal to p divided by m. Right? Now the processing over. These two calculation only we are going to do. Finally, how to calculate the total number of chocolate the Bob buy. So total, I am writing total
Equal to
equal to
P
P
plus F.
P plus F.
F. Okay, print total. See, the same algorithm how I have written, I converted it into a program. Python is very simple. You don't need to do any extra thing. Just I am reading the three input value, I am doing the calculation and I am printing. Now we'll run this program. Before running, it will ask to save. Now, the running, the result you can see only in the shell prompt, not in the script mode. Script mode just for typing the program. Now, the cursor is waiting for me to give the input value. What is the first input we have used? N. N is amount in hand. So, I am giving 10. Next, price of the chocolate 2 I am giving. Next, offer I am giving 2 wrapper, 1 chocolate. So 7.5 it is coming. Is the values correct? Total number of chocolate the Bob gets. What is 10 by 2 first? 5. He can able to 5 buy 5 chocolate. Sorry. Yes. 10 is total amount in his hand is 10. Chocolate price is 2. So he can buy 5 chocolate. And he is returning back a 5 wrapper and 2 wrapper. One he will get 1 chocolate. Actually, he will get here 2.5 chocolate because we didn't use any floating value. So 2.5 means 5 plus 2.5. I am getting the result as 7.5. Whether this program is correct? Actually, outline it is correct. Understand how to write the program? It's very, very simple. But the small modification here we
Yes,
are
ma'am.
right. And the thing is here we didn't consider about the floating value, right? Our floating value won't come in the what we'll call in this problem.
Chocolates.
So we have to convert into integer. We don't want to consider the floating value. So because the division, it gives the float value. So I'm giving the conversion int of. That means if floating point comes also, it will truncate the value. Everything I want to consider into integer. Okay, here I can give the message also because the total what is the message will give? So here what I am doing. So result I want to print along with the message. Remaining thing input everything is okay, right? Again I am running. Whenever you are making a change, you have to run the code.
కామా అవసరం లేదుగా.
Okay. First we have to give the n value I given as 10. Price C value I given 2 and M value I given 2. So here I am getting total number of chocolates got by Bob is 7. Now the 0.5 is truncated because the calculation I converted into integer. Clear, ma? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
So Python is very easy programming language only. Assignment statement. Normally we can assign what is called as assign statement, assigning a value to a variable, that is called as a assignment statement. Okay, a different type of assignment statement we can use. That is, here we have assigned string constant to a variable, spam we assign to spam, and different assignment is allowed in the Python, like okay. Here, just spam, it's a string constant, right? I assign to the variable spam. Here, multiple assignment also you can do. That means normally one variable, one value only we can assign, but the Python we can assign two value to the two variables. That is multiple assignment we can use. That I'll show it. See, I am giving a equal to hello. Right? What is the a value? Hello. It's called as assignment statement. Assigning a value to the variable. Either I can assign a constant, I can use the variable, or b equal to 10. This assignment statement. What is the b value? Is 10. I can do some multiple assignment statement also. A comma b equal to 5 comma 6. Like that also I can able to use. See, the meaning of this is first value will be assigned to first variable, second value will be assigned to the second variable. It is called as a multiple assignment. Now, what is the value of A? 5, and what is the value of B? 6. This provision is there in the Python. Are you clear? And similarly, A comma B comma C comma D equal to, I am giving the string HELL. Okay. So now I used three variables A, B, C, D, but I given only one string constant. In such cases, Python what it will do, first character, first variable, second character, second variable, third variable, fourth character, fourth variable. Like that it will accept. This type of assignment also accepted. Now what is the value of C? If I'm printing the C value, which value, what is the C value here?
L.
L. What is the A value?
H.
Can you understand? If we are assigning a string constant to multiple variable, it split each character of the string and it stores. And one more thing. See, I'm giving A, B, C. Okay. To, right? So I'm giving A, B, star. See how many variable I have used? Only 3 variable A, B, C. But how many character I have used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So in Python now what it will do now? first character, first variable, second character, second variable, and remaining star means leftover character it assigns for C. Now, what is the value of C? It assigns LLO. Okay, just to print the C value, will get LLO. Why it is giving LLO? Because remaining character it is storing into C, and also it store it in the list format. And the square bracket means it's called as a list in the Python. So next coming topics actually list a little bit advanced. After the basic, I'll go to the list. Okay. Now can you able to follow what is the A value? H. What is the B value? E. Sorry, B value E. Whereas rest of the character is assigned to C. That type of assignment is called as, here it is given, no, extended sequence unpacking. This provision is there in the extended sequence assignment. This provision is there in the Python. Okay, so two things I have told. Multiple assignment is allowed in Python, and similarly in multiple assignment, if you are giving a string constant, each character will be assigned to the variable. And if you are giving a star at the end of the, if you are giving star of the variable, rest of the character will be assigned. And this type of multiple target assignment also, that means same value we can assign to more than one variable. That also allowed in Python. See, I'm giving A equal to B equal to 7. That means what? A value also 7, B value also is 7. It is called as a multi-targeted assignment. It is called as a multiple assignment statement, like A comma B equal to 5 comma 6. That is multiple assignment. Different type of assignment we can use. These all new features, that is features available in the Python. And that boy asked about the concatenation, no? That also I'll explain. So S equal to S equal to hello. Okay. Now I'm giving S equal to S plus word. So meaning is what? I have assigned S equal to hello. That means hello is nothing but the string constant. I assigned to the variable S. Now, what is the S value? Hello. Here S value is hello plus world. So if you are using plus symbol between a string constant, it will do concatenation. If you are using plus in the numerical value, it adds the two value. When we are using a plus symbol between the string constant, then it will concatenate. That means already the S is hello. Now world will be concatenated and new S will be hello world. Just
Hello world.
we'll check this. What is the new S value? Hello world.
Hello world.
Can you able to follow? Again, I am telling that the plus symbol in between the string constant, if you are using a plus symbol, that is called as a concatenation. In between the string constant, if you are using a star, that is called as a repetition. But plus and star, no, numerically, numerical value is meant for addition and multiplication, whereas for string operations, pluses is for concatenation and star is for repetition. Please don't forget this. Okay, I have completed the normal basic things like assignments, input, output statement, and another thing we have to be we have to learn, that is called as operators and like arithmetic. And there are type of operators are there. Next 10 more minutes, I'll explain this. Is it okay,
Yes.
guys?
Yes.
No.
Ma'am.
No. Shall we continue?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Continue, no. Yes?
No, ma'am.
So you're getting bored or exhausted?
Exhausted.
Exhausted.
Tired, ma'am.
That many things I have told her today. Okay. So if you are telling that no means, then I'll give to homework. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, only 10 minutes left, ma'am. So you continue the class, ma'am.
So you don't want the homework.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyhow, you have to do it now. No problem. Okay, ma'am. This flowchart is there. No, actually, the problem I already given. Find the average of 3 numbers. So just to take this flowchart screenshot and convert into program. It's very easy, right? Finding the average of 3 numbers. That means if you are giving 3 numbers, 5, 8, 7.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have to find out the average. You have to sum the 3 numbers and you have to divide it. So for that problem, you write the Python program. Actually, write a PAC algorithm and program. And one more I'll give. That salary problem we did know where that is. Calculating basic pay something. Okay, that one problem you complete. That is another slide, I think so. I'm having a lot of problems. Slowly I'll give. Okay, next class I'll find some problem and I'll give. I'm having a lot of problems. That problem you complete, right? I'll take that next. Give attendance, Praveen. Praveen.
Present, ma'am.
Sham Sundar K.
Present, ma'am.
Srinivasan.
Present, ma'am.
Trivedia.
Present, ma'am.
Srikanth.
Present, ma'am.
Kevin.
Present, ma'am.
Karthik. B. Karthik ma. Present. Okay. Lava Kumar.
Present, ma'am.
Nitish Kumar.
Present, ma'am.
Bhavna. Mekala Bhavna.
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Sri Lakshmi.
Present, ma'am.
Sorry, Soil Lakshmi. Akshay,
Present, ma'am.
Muhammad Adil,
Present, ma'am.
Sanjay, Sanjay Kumar R. Absent. Ashwat Kumar, Lakshya,
Ma'am, she is present and her mic is not working.
who?
Lakshya.
Okay. Swarnalata,
Present, ma'am.
Ayush Kumar,
Present, ma'am.
Siddharth B,
Present, ma'am.
Ma'am, he is present.
who? Siddharth present only, no? Whom you are asking?
Ma'am, I had trouble with my connection back then. It's all
What
right
is your
now.
name? You
Siddharth.
Siddharth, I given present only. Okay.
Yeah.
Karthik,
Present, ma'am.
Sharon,
Present, ma'am.
Sam Prince,
Yes, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Sujapriya,
Present, ma'am.
Alagiri, Alagiri, Aruni,
Present, ma'am.
Venkatasai,
Present, ma'am.
Karthikeyan,
Present, ma'am.
Varshini,
Present, ma'am.
Shravan Smith,
Present, ma'am.
Gaganya, Mohan, Gaganya Mohan,
Present, ma'am.
Dhriti,
Present, ma'am.
Dariti, right?
Ma'am, Dhriti.
Dhriti, okay. Sebastian,
Present, ma'am.
Siddharth R,
Present, ma'am.
Vignesh, Vignesh, Tejas,
Present, ma'am.
Shyam Sundar GS, Shyam Sundar GS, Hitesh,
Present, ma'am.
Hitesh, okay.
Yeah.
Soni Singh, Soni,
Present, ma'am. Present.
Yuhita,
Present, ma'am.
Veena Sri,
Present, ma'am.
Sheikh Mohammed Sohail,
Present, ma'am.
Diksha,
Present, ma'am.
Lasya,
Present, ma'am.
Nitin,
Present, ma'am.
Fatima,
Present, ma'am.
Abhinav, Abhinav, Praneeth, Harshita,
Present, ma'am.
Niharika, Niharika present, right? Monica,
Present, ma'am.
Varun,
Present, ma'am.
Angeline,
Present, ma'am.
Satyamadi,
Present, ma'am.
Deepan,
Present, ma'am.
Rajveer,
Present, ma'am.
Deepkar,
Present, ma'am.
Rohan, Sudant Rohan, Sudans, Shruti,
Present, ma'am.
Pratik, Pratik,
Hello, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, Sudhansh present.
Gautam Reddy. So today's absent is Gautam Reddy, Pratik, Praneeth, Abhinav, Shamsundar GS, Vignesh, Alagiri, Ashwat Kumar, Sanjay Kumar. Okay, these are all the absentees today. Okay, guys, if any doubt you can ask, otherwise you can leave. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you,
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.